Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Well, hello and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Jordan Wilkerson.
And I'm David Benfield. And I'm back, man.
He's back. Good to see you, man. Looking great.
Thank you yourself as well.
Oh, thank you. You know, I wore this dress to a wedding, and I have not worn it on the show, and I absolutely
cool.
love. Oh, you pulled the super away. Thank you. Hi,
yeah,
everybody.
it looks cool.
It's my Amazon find, but I love it. I love it. I love it so
It's
much.
not a weird Amazon find. That's a good Amazon
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're not talking about the weird Amazon finds today. We've got some really fun stuff in store. I'm glad you're here today.
We have a pretty cool show.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's just get right into it.
Let's get into it because I know you're smelling what I'm smelling.
Man, it's
Oh yeah.
in the kitchen.
David, it is time for Living in the Kitchen, and I am here with the Salt Lady. We're talking healthy farmers market eats with Sarah. Thank you so much for joining us again.
course, I
Sarah
love coming.
of Somersault.
Yes,
we
the
love
Salt
it.
Lady. That's what at first they were calling me Chef Sarah when I was coming on the news. And I was like, I'm not really a chef, right? I'm more of the Salt Lady here to
I
help
like
everybody
it.
cook
I like
at
it.
home, yeah.
And everyone needs
yes,
salt.
everybody needs salt.
Hey, it is an electrolyte. So, first,
It is that too, yes.
before we get into what we're cooking here, tell everyone about your business.
Yeah, so I make seasoning salts here in town with all fresh, locally grown produce. Today I'm using our unicorn salt, which is so pretty and purple. But this is just salt and purple basil from 5 Points Farm, and that's it. I don't add any sugars, colors, chemical preservatives. There's no fillers or gluten, no anti-caking agents. So
Wow.
they're really good for most people who have different varying diets. So.
That's awesome. And I love that. I mean, it's just such a local business too. I mean, small business, local
that's
business
what's
that we want
important
to
to me.
support.
Yeah.
All right. So what are some ways that we can incorporate your products into dishes?
So today I brought two things that are really simple. I usually tell people like at-home cooking does not have to be complicated. A little bit of salt, a little bit of oil, whatever your raw stuff is, and some heat, and you're done. So today I brought pork chops, especially the good quality pork chops from the farmer's market do not need a lot. One of my favorite farmers calls them salt and pepper pork chops. That's
you know
all
what?
you need.
For when I'm cooking meat, that's what I prefer.
Yeah.
I don't like a
Yeah.
ton of the crazy spice.
Then you get to really taste the meat,
Yes.
especially when you're buying these really high quality pieces of meat.
You wanna
You don't
taste
want to
it.
mess them up with some cheap sauce that you bought or something.
And
You
these
know,
are
you wanna-
thick.
They are thick, and these ones are actually, he told me, I have some small ones. Okay,
Oh, okay. You're like, no, we want it
these
big
are
for
his
TV.
Small,
Oh, wait, those
chops,
are the small ones.
These are small chops. I said, hey, I'm going to be on TV, so maybe not the biggest one. He said, oh, don't worry, I have small
Oh my gosh.
pork
Yeah,
chops,
that's
okay?
considered small.
Yeah. They also have really nice fat on them. I love to like turn the chops too when
Kinda
I'm
melt
cooking.
some of that.
Yeah, get all of it rendered down is the term we use when we're doing that fat. There's also like different sides, get them all brown because then you get to eat all those little pieces and chunks
Yes.
that come off the meat too. So that's what we got cooking there.
Okay.
I also brought some turnips and potatoes. I pre-mashed them and got them all ready before we came here.
I didn't know it was mashed potatoes.
It was mashed. Yeah, well, I mean,
Yum.
what goes better with pork than some mash on
Right?
the sides? But potatoes, are not quite as good for us as the turnips. We get those root vegetables, all the vitamin C and everything. And this is a nice way to kind of introduce your kids to a new vegetable if they're not sure about turnips. Put it in the mash. Again,
Wait, you put both of them together
yeah,
here?
so all I did was boil them
What?
and mash them up this morning and then add some kind of fat. This is my other like fun little trick is like what it's in your fridge. You got
Yeah.
heavy cream in there, you got some sour cream.
Okay.
You can use butter. I've used cream cheese in a bind before. So just add some sort of fat to it so that
Yeah,
'cause,
balance
they're
it.
they're kind of dry on their own.
Right.
And then salt. And that's it. Salt, fat, heat. You're done.
That sounds amazing. I do want to try that. I've never
Yeah,
had
so
a
let's get
turnip
you-
mixed
so this is
in with
turnip
mashed
and
potatoes.
potato. I used butter and milk because I had, the both of them readily available. And then let's temp check
Oh my
our
gosh.
chops for you.
Thank you. And while you're doing that, tell everyone how they can find you.
So I'm always at Riverside Arts Market. It's under the Fuller Warren Bridge. I'm there every single week, no matter what, rain or shine.
Awesome.
And then I'm also on the website, and we have a free shipping code right now. You can use code SALTLADY and get free shipping on anything on the website. There's also an option to do like a pickup pre-order at the farmer's market as well on our
Oh,
website.
that's cool.
So yeah, if you don't want to like sit around and like look at all the flavors, because I do have tons of flavors. They change all the time with the seasons.
Okay.
So
That's
sometimes
cool.
it's better to just shop online and pick up there. So
Right.
these aren't quite temped yet. They're
Okay.
about like 120, the small one, and I like my pork about 140. So we're not quite there yet. But
Okay, well, I will try this in a little bit then. I will say, though, the turnips mashed in with the mashed potatoes, I
And
would
the
have
purple
never
basil.
known that it was
Yeah,
in there.
No, you don't, but you're
Well, that's
getting
good.
so much more nutrients from that. And it
I love
pairs
it.
so well with pork turnip. It's a little bit peppery, so So that flavor profile really works really well.
Okay, well, hopefully we'll be able to check back in a little bit later because I'm
later
definitely
on,
going to try
chat time.
this no matter what. But it's time to switch things up a little bit. Our teacher of the week is Rhonda Stempalia, director of ballet at Douglas Anderson School of the Arts. And teaching ballet is one of her biggest passions.
This is my 36th year at Douglas Anderson, and it was a natural progression for me after performing. I had the most wonderful, inspirational teachers myself, so I had such a strong desire to pass on that love of the art of ballet to my own students. Ballet, it's not work. It's just like the air that I breathe. It's everything to me. It's not a profession, it's a strong desire. My most rewarding moments are watching my students accomplish what they're working on. It might be something small like a new step that they've accomplished in class, or it could be getting into their dream college or their dream company. I've been very lucky to be able to go and watch many students over the years dancing in professional companies after training with them, some starting very young with me.
I love how much Ms. Stempalia loves dance and how much she loves pouring dance into her students.
Yes, she lives, breathes everything ballet, and she really pours that into her students, and you really get a deep appreciation for it.
If you'd like to nominate a teacher, you can do so by going to firstcoastnews.com/education.
Great job, Jordan. Basketball is coming to the First Coast, and we're joined by Duval United League founder and commissioner Rakeem Joyner to tell us more about the league and the Duval Family Hoops Fest. Man, hey, thank you so much for being here today.
Hi, thanks for
You
having
look
me.
sharp today, man. I like that
Thank you
tie.
very much. I appreciate
Look
it.
at that. Looking good. You're looking very Mardi Gras today. All right,
Oh,
so
yes, sir.
what is the Duval United League?
The Duval United League is Jacksonville's premier semi-professional basketball league that is on the way, 2027. We're trying to launch it and get everybody involved.
That's very cool.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes,
so,
sir.
all right, let me ask you, what ages are invited for league participation?
18 through 40 is our target age group.
So you got to be a grown-up.
Got to be a grown-up. Doesn't have to be the best at basketball, but make it through tryouts, get invited to the draft at the end of the year.
Hey, that's
Yes,
cool.
Sir. Absolutely.
So there's a draft at the end of the
There's
year?
a draft. We're setting this thing up to be as similar to other entities and other leagues as possible because we want to develop our players, hopefully get them picked up from here and send them to bigger and better. You know, that's the goal.
All right, so Hoops Fest. Let's talk about it.
Yes, sir. Hoops Fest is this Saturday. It's going to be from 12 until 5, and this is our opportunity to unveil ourselves to Jacksonville.
Nice.
Because what we are, we're 10 teams that are on the way to Jacksonville, and they represent the best communities in Jacksonville: Edgewood, the East Side, the South Side, Arlington areas, and the Hoops Fest itself is just your opportunity to come out. Pick your team, rally behind your team, buy some merch, you know, let the kids run around on the bounce houses and eat from the food trucks and things like that. We're introducing our logos, and we'll have some of our board members and great vendors.
Yeah.
And, yes, sir.
That's cool. So, okay, so basically we're going to have like neighborhood teams almost, right?
Yeah, essentially.
Dude, that is a really cool idea.
Thank you.
That's rad. So, like, basically, like, Mandarin takes on 5 points.
Well,
Kinda.
essentially,
Like,
yes, sir, yes, sir. We have the Southside Sharks. We
Yeah.
have the Riverside Royals.
We do have a Riverside team.
Yeah, the
Yes!
Arlington Anaconda, the Edgewood Eagles, the Broward Bats, the Newtown Notes.
That's
so
amazing.
I picked areas in Jacksonville to just kind of symbolize what Jacksonville is
love it.
and bring us together in a competitive way.
I think that's so cool. All right, so why now, right?
Why now? Why not? The kids need it. A lot of times when they don't have good, wholesome activities or community centers that we're also going to be in the form of our nonprofit, they kind of resort to the streets. They pick up guns. They go back and forth with each other on the internet, and it's just really not a productive environment. And it comes from their hands not being idle, occupied. So if we can occupy those hands, then we can do our part to make a difference.
You're going to get in where you fit in.
Absolutely.
One way or the other,
Yes,
right?
sir.
It'd
Yes,
be,
sir.
be the good or bad. All right,
Yes, sir.
so how about sponsors and donations?
Oh, definitely. We're going to Definitely need sponsors, donations, volunteers. If you're interning in sports medicine or anything like that, it's a great opportunity for you to come out and get some hands-on experience. And we're definitely looking for community support because this is our city. And if we're going to save our city in the form of a basketball league, then this is now your time to come on board while it's early. We're tipping off in 2027.
I love it, man. Okay, so tell me about my Riverside team.
Your Riverside team is hopefully they're going to win everything, win the championship.
What's the team name again? So
the Riverside Royals.
The Riverside Royals.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm going to need a T-shirt or a jersey.
Absolutely. T-shirts, hoodies, tumblers, anything you need. It's on the merch store, NatashaLTs.com, or you can visit our website, DuvalUnitedLeague.com, and just hit shop now, and everything's available. All the teams, they're there. So you get a sneak peek at the logos before the actual event, but it's your way to go ahead and make your purchases and make sure your merch is available for the event.
It's awesome. Great job, man.
Thank you so much.
This is so cool. I can't wait. I will absolutely be at one of those games. That's going to be great. It's very cool. All right, guys, stick around. We have so much more First Coast Living after the break.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When you use Uber or Lyft, you're taking a gamble. You have no idea who that driver is. Were they paying attention to their phone and not the road? Injured in an Uber or Lyft accident, you could have a big case. Morgan & Morgan.
What's your comfort level with your windows? Freezing? Sweltering? Constantly uncomfortable? Then you need to call Renewal by Andersen now. Our replacement windows are weather-tight and energy efficient. Made from our exclusive Fibrix material, they're incredibly durable and beautiful. For a limited time, get these huge savings and special financing. Call now to schedule your free design consultation or visit us online.
Odds are beaten here. Comebacks begin here. Victories happen here. Futures start here. For children, for families, for where we live. Wolfson Children's Hospital is here.
All right, sales, you cover follow-up. Service, oil changes, your zone. Finance, stay tight on those approvals. No one, I mean no one, gets through without great care. Y'all got me?
Yes, Coach.
Now go out there and stick with your customers.
Ready, ready.
From game plan to great service, Butler Toyota Jacksonville sticks with you.
Janet, you know how Fifth Third Bank keeps your money safe with fraud monitoring and threat blocking? Well, I also keep you safe because I'm your dog, and I love you.
This is banking, a Fifth Third better.
This Morgan video was not approved, authorized, or endorsed by Disney. This Morgan video was not approved, authorized, or endorsed by Disney.
In Florida, warm winters aren't rare, but 50% off Tommy Bahama, Lexington, and even more premium brands is. It's Bear's Warm Winter Savings Event. Enjoy our lowest prices of the year on the brands you love, the resort style you want, the quality you trust, at savings you don't see every day. With flexible financing and complimentary design services, creating your oasis has never been easier. Bears always hits home.
Time for your Window of the Weekend event guide brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, and we have a list of things that you can do right here on the First Coast. And oh, by the way, the pork chop's done, and it's delicious. Time for you to try it. All right, Run with Love this weekend. The Donna Marathon is back. Hundreds of runners taken to the streets of Jacksonville Beaches as part of the Donna Marathon and Half Marathon. It all raises money for the Donna Foundation, which helps people fighting breast cancer cover unforeseen expenses. And you still have time to check out Colors of the Wild at the Jacksonville Zoo and Botanical Gardens. Colors of the Wild shows the zoo in a whole new light. Step into a magical realm where artistry and nature intertwine, creating a breathtaking spectacle. And for ticket information, you can head to jacksonvillezoo.org. It is a great event. It is so cool.
Still going to that. I think we're going to do it next week.
Do it, and then also have a pork chop.
That's absolutely crazy. All right, it is definitely hockey weather outside. You can check out some hockey on the First Coast this weekend. On Saturday, the Jacksonville Icemen would take on the South Carolina Stingrays. Then on Sunday, they'll take on the Savannah Ghost Pirates. You can get tickets for both games for as low as $50. Just head to jacksonvilleicemen.com. Now, if you're looking for some interactive fun, you can sign up to take a whiskey bourbon tour in St. Augustine. And we were able to get our hands on this little tour. It was absolutely fantastic. We had a blast.
We did.
Hey guys, we are down here in St. Augustine for the St. Augustine Experience at the St. Augustine Distillery. We are doing a whiskey and bourbon tour, and I'm so glad that you could join us. This is going to be great.
I can't wait.
This is going to be awesome. All right, where do we start?
Let's take a little inventory check. Welcome to the St. Augustine Distillery, everybody. What better way to start the Bourbon Experience tour than at the first bourbon distillery in Florida? We're going to be trying premium bourbons today. The first bourbon, the one closest to your water bottle, is our Florida Straight Bourbon. That's 88 proof. It's aged at least 3 years in brand new charred Minnesota oak barrel. We'll be pairing that up with that chocolate you have in front of you. That is a chocolate truffle made with a bourbon buttercream on the inside. And that bourbon is our bourbon, the Florida Straight Bourbon.
Very cool.
That's made by the famous Creme de la Coco right here in St. Augustine.
Love them too.
Making amazing things over there.
All right, so we do it now?
First, give that a little nose. The best part about this class, you can't be wrong. What you taste, what you smell is up to you. So what do we smell? What are you getting on that nose?
Alcohol.
Alcohol. Factually, wooden alcohol.
Earthy.
Not all I guess.
Earthy.
Little woody.
If it reminds you of your third grade teacher's jacket on a rainy day, maybe it does. Bourbon brings back memories.
I hope
Was
it
that
does.
jacket held in a cedar chest? Now we're going to acclimate our palates. It is very early in the day. You might have went from brunch to bourbons. Once you take one little sip, I want you to go in and take another little sip.
Okay.
Now your palate will understand what to pick up. After that second sip, I want you to go in and take a taste of the chocolate.
Okay. Just a bite, not the whole
Just
thing?
one little bite. Why we do this is, bourbon is known for its sweet chocolate caramely notes. Chocolate has chocolate flavors, so you're going to see those flavors mingle together. They always talk about wine in different pairings, but we're going to think outside the barrel and try bourbon with different pairings today.
Love that.
The next bourbon that we have is our toasted finish bourbon. This one is also aged 3 years, but then spends an additional 8 days in a slightly toasted barrel. What that's going to do to the bourbon, it's going to exaggerate those caramel and marshmallowy flavors.
Ooh.
So if you take a little sip of that toasted finish, one little sip, that's without any water. And what I want you to do now is take the rest of that toasted and put that into the rocks glass you have in front of you.
Right here?
Yes, right there.
One more. Okay, so pour that in there.
It's good.
Just like that. Now, oftentimes you might see somebody sip bourbon with a large ice cube.
Yes.
You have a large ice cube in front of you, you're gonna drop that ice cube into there.
Cool.
And what happens is when ice mingles with bourbon, it's gonna shut down that whiskey. And as that ice cube melts and the water mingles with the bourbon, the flavors are going to explode. Those water-soluble molecules will evaporate, giving you more sweet, candied wood sugar flavors. So you tried it without the ice cube, now try it with and see the huge difference it makes.
Dang.
That's so interesting.
It's like a totally different
But
whiskey.
like because I don't have the palate for it yet, I can't pinpoint what it is.
But
if
it's
there is a
noticeably
difference,
different.
and I do, I liked the first one a lot, but this is delicious.
Right?
So we tried bourbon with different objects today. We tried it with chocolate, we tried it with ice and water.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna try bourbon directly out of the barrel.
Yes, cool.
Because the most important thing when it comes to bourbon is the barrel. So we're gonna become thieves and we're gonna thief bourbon directly out of the barrel via a whiskey thief. And we're gonna allow everyone here today to try that themselves.
All right, Patrick, we're in the thieving area. What happens here?
So here we get to try 2 special barrels, and we're going to be utilizing what they call a whiskey thief.
Whoa, cool.
Think of a whiskey thief as you're at a restaurant with your friends, but you don't want to drink out of your friend's drink, so you take your straw and you put your finger over the straw.
Right.
And that's how a whiskey thief works. So first, we're going to take the bung out of the bung hole.
No, you did not.
There's 4 major parts to a barrel. You have a head, a hoop, a stave, and a bung.
It's right there.
Goes in the bung
We're
hole.
still talking about this?
Amazing.
It's a whiskey thief. We're going to put this inside of the barrel.
Okay.
Put our finger over the thief hole. And then we just take out the desired amount. And then when you want it to stop, put your finger back.
I think I've done this with wine before.
This is so
It's a
rad.
similar thing, but that's more
Very
like
similar.
a turkey baster.
Well, the best thing too is that when you did that, wine came out. This time, whiskey comes out.
That's right.
Okay, I see.
Okay, so, okay, go ahead.
This is less than 3 years old. This will give you an idea of barrels of bourbon are always aging, but they're not always maturing. I always like to use my twin brother as an example. Always aging, but not always maturing.
Sorry, bud.
So when it goes below freezing, bourbon, like us, gets cold. Bourbon goes here. So in the states like Kentucky, from mid-November to mid-April, yes, it's aging, but it's not maturing. Unless you live in a state like Florida, where it's always so warm. Bourbon's expanding, extracting into the wood, picking up 100% of the color and up to 70% of the flavor from this barrel. And that's why we want to taste it to see if the bourbon's ready. We never look at a barrel and say, okay, it's 8 years old and ready. We always taste it. We don't want to over-oak something, because if it spends too much time in that barrel, it can become over-oaked. And the Angels have their share. So 3 to 5 years is our sweet spot here.
So just like when I was a bartender, I'm doing with a.
Exactly.
All right,
So
cool.
Put your finger over that, and then
Let's do it. Yeah, look at that. That's so cool. All right, Jordan, you're up. You're up. I'll wait.
Okay, here we go.
We're
Is it hitting
stealing.
the
We're
spot?
stealing.
That has changed in the last couple days.
Okay.
There you go.
That's probably good, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cheers.
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 Cheers. He's like, I don't have one. I'm working. Okay.
All right.
Good, right?
Good. Well, guys, this is amazing.
This is so
an
cool.
absolutely brilliant experience. Thank you so very much for having us here. You have spoiled us rotten. This is super, 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 super cool.
And this is just one of the experiences.
This is just
right?
one of the experiences.
Yeah, we have a couple more yet today, so
Wait, what? There's more?
there's a lot more. That's right.
Might need to be a part 2. Just saying.
Well, stay tuned for part 2. Hopefully, we're still standing.
To be continued.
A truck weighs 20 times more than a typical car. At Farah & Farah, we have a whole department that handles nothing but trucking cases. If you get involved with a lawyer who doesn't really understand handling a trucking accident, you're going to get run over by the other side.
You want the best food and the best service?
Let's go. So do you order in or head out on town?
Oh my God. Very rich flavor.
This is so good.
Well, get ready to spice things up with the best local eats on the First Coast.
Thankfully, I'm not making your birthday cake. So look at it, guys. That looks delicious.
We're dishing up all the details on the mouth-watering hot spots you need to taste. I am so excited because I am a pizza freak.
Man, I'm hungry.
Well, let's eat.
First Coast Foodies only on First Coast Living, sponsored by Uber Eats.
I'm Keena, and I'm proud to present to you our team here at Riverside Dental and Implant Center. Dr. Spencer?
There's only one thing we care about here. What do you want, and how can we help you get it? That's what we do. That's our culture for over 40 years now. No games.
So for full arch implants or whatever you need, call us 1-800-NEW-TEETH for a free consultation. That's 1-800-NEW-TEETH.
Why us? Because we really do care.
Where's the best place to buy kids furniture? A furniture store just for kids. Rooms to Go Kids. With ready-to-go room packages that make decorating easy, starting at just $6.77. That's right. Every piece expertly packaged to take the guesswork out of putting their room together. Plus, with interest-free financing for 50 months, buying is even easier. So save big on the styles they want. The coolest designs, fun features, and great color options on sale. Shop and save, only at Rooms to Go Kids.
At Subaru of Jacksonville, we know it's more than a car. It's adventure, built-in safety, reliability, and real value. Drive out in your new Subaru today and make no payments until spring. Lease a new 2026 Subaru Crosstrek for only $255 per month. You heard right, only $255 per month. Every new Subaru from Subaru of Jacksonville comes with 2 years of complimentary maintenance. Peace of mind for all of our customers. Over 350 new Subarus at Sojacks.com. As always, drive a Subaru, you'll buy a Subaru.
My name is Mary. I want people to know how wonderful Conviva is. The care team is very proactive, very thorough, very caring. It's not just going for a visit and you're done. I always have a lot of questions and never feel rushed. They just really, really take good care of you. And every time I lift up my grandson, I feel very fortunate that I'm able to do this. And it's my most favorite thing in the world.
Schedule a tour today. Conviva Senior Primary Care.
It's Kyle's last spin on his turntable from college.
Yeah.
And the first day of Kira's new career in IT. It's the last tea party for Crystal with Miss Marshmallow.
Oh, wow.
And Sarah's first day of management training at Goodwill. When you donate items to Goodwill, you help provide skills training and career placement for people seeking to realize their potential. And the things you love get to start a new life too.
It was very easy to work with Farrah and Farrah. Once that initial phone call happened and the paperwork was done, it was like I was told, we got it from here. I had to do nothing but show up. It put a lot of ease to me about my situation.
Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Welcome back. It is now time for Rain or Shine with meteorologist Mike Prangley.
Let's go.
And yeah, we've been talking about the cold for a while.
We have a little brief respite next couple afternoons. 60 near 60 days, 66 tomorrow. But look what I put in here.
66 sounds nice.
52 Saturday. The cold hits Saturday afternoon. 28 by the evening, and maybe a snow flurry.
I'm about to say, what is up with that?
Let's
Tell
take a
us.
look. Well, it's the most powerful cold front we've seen in years. We got a big nor'easter bringing record snow to the Carolinas. That's going to help bring the air, literally, that originated from the Arctic Circle.
Right.
So Saturday's the day to watch. Get your plans done earlier in the day. In the afternoon, it's going to get ugly. In fact, we're talking about a blustery wind, falling temperatures. And that little white there, that's a few of those flurries, especially across southeast Georgia. Not going to accumulate, but something we don't normally see.
See it falling.
Could see it maybe in Duval as we go into late day, early evening. But again, the snow's not the big story. It's these temperatures crashing. Miami down to 37 as we head into Sunday. We're down to 21, which is a record low. And there's snow possible as far south as Tampa with Gulf effect. So weather impact alert Saturday afternoon through Monday morning. We're streaming. Keep checking back with us.
Oh, thank you so much for that. Stay warm.
Yes.
David?
Runners, take your mark for the Wolfson Children's Challenge. We have Executive Director, Rehab Services, Baptist Health, and Wolfson Children's Hospital, Brian Kuda, with us with the details. Sir, that's a serious title.
Oh yeah, so they say.
You're an exceptional man. Okay, so tell us about the Wolfson Children's Challenge.
Yeah, so this is our 17th year doing the Wolfson Children's Challenge.
Congratulations.
Yes, it's an amazing feat. Each year it's gotten a little different, and this year it's a challenge that starts at the Riverside YMCA. Okay. And we offer a 5K and a one mile run for the family and for our patients. And it's just such an amazing event. Gets our kids going, our team members going, and everything like that. It's a really fun event.
Hey, listen, I'm just full disclosure. So my daughter spent 17 days in the NICU when she was born, and Wolfson Children's Hospital absolutely were the best. I mean, I'm telling you, you guys are next level amazing. So
That's
thank you very
awesome.
much.
We
I really
appreciate
appreciate that.
that, yes.
All right, so each year the Wolfson Children's Hospital, our challenge honors 55 patients.
That's correct.
So can you tell us about the Wolfson 55?
Yeah, so it's kind of funny you mentioned your daughter. So our Wolfson 55 are 55 children that are identified that have some attachment to our hospital, whether they had a NICU stay or a traumatic event or just are dealing with an illness. Yeah. And so we identify those 55 children, and they're ambassadors for this race. So a lot of runners run on their behalf. They create teams. I'm wearing bracelets for Team Ellie. She's a wonderful young lady that we as a rehab team have run for many years.
That's awesome.
And what's cool about this event is we bring up some of those families and those children on the stage. They get to tell about their story. They shout out doctors, nurses, PTs, OTs about how life-changing that event was at Wolfson's. And so it's a really special, really ties into what we do at Wolfson.
What you do is very special. All right, so this year's challenge benefits the Wolfson Children's Rehab, right? So tell us a little bit about the services in the Rehab Center.
Yeah, so we offer physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech-language pathology. That usually starts in the hospital setting and then can trickle down to our outpatient or ambulatory setting. And especially in the ambulatory setting, we get into really specialized care like early infant feeding. We're developing a NICU transitional program with our Nemours partners that we're really excited about. And we have community clinics, so they're all throughout the community, even over out to Lake City and Brunswick. And we offer specialized care, and we have specialized equipment, and really this race really does a lot for us. It provides some monetary incentives for us and things like that, and so we really do a lot to try to impact the community from a therapeutic standpoint.
Okay, so do you have to be an athlete to participate? And if someone doesn't want to run, can they walk? And then the last bit of it, how do we sign up?
Oh no, so I come from a long line of non-athletic family members, and so there's something for everyone here. Like I mentioned, there is a 5K and there is a 1 mile run, but we have a kid zone. The D line comes out. That's awesome. Roars here. We have a kid zone that has all kinds of different things, arts and crafts for the kids. It will be chilly, like we just heard, but
kids will be all right.
Come on out, have fun. There's something for everybody.
I love it.
Sign up on wolfsonchildrenschallenge.com. We also accept walk-ups the morning of. We're in Riverside. There's a lot of activity in that area, so come by, sign up, and have a little fun running.
Right on. Brian, thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. And thanks again for all the work that you guys do.
Sure thing.
Guys, stick around. We'll be right back after the break.
Welcome to the Hard Rock Bet Party.
Got a big game parlay? It's time for you to get paid. Don't miss the $7 million big game party on Hard Rock Bet. Everybody who bets a $10 same game parlay on the big game gets a share of millions from right now all the way through Big Game Sunday. And the more you parlay, the more you get.
You gotta snatch these bonus bets quick.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. Turn big game parlays into a bonus bet party.
I was at work. I tripped over a post that was in the floor. I was in the worst pain I have ever been in my life. I decided to call Morgan & Morgan. Working with them was so easy. Everything went very smooth. I never had to go to the office until I went to pick up my check. You don't pay them a dime unless they win. They want to do right by you. Call Morgan & Morgan. They got you.
Answers are found here. Bravery is shown here. Bonds are built here. Breakthroughs are made here. For children, for families, for where we live. Wolfson Children's Hospital is here.
In Florida, warm winters aren't rare, but 50% off Tommy Bahama, Lexington, and even more premium brands is. It's Bear's Warm Winter Savings Event. Enjoy our lowest prices of the year on the brands you love, the resort style you want, the quality you trust, at savings you don't see every day. With flexible financing and complimentary design services, creating your oasis has never been easier. Bears always hits home.
down in St. Augustine for the St. Augustine Experience. It is an amazing tour, and I am here with Alex and Russ. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Of course, anytime.
I'm here too.
Well,
That's right.
Of course,
And this
David's
guy.
here, of course.
We're here with this guy.
This is the first time we're doing this type of tour, so what exactly can folks expect?
So you are on our Bourbon Whiskey and History tour. We do tours for everybody. History, food, sweets, cocktails, but this tour is our newest experience that we have, all thanks to this guy right here, Russ, my colleague and executive bourbon steward.
What's the catalyst for this? How did you guys start this and why?
So I'm a history guy overall. I mean, this city is the centerpiece for everything I do. But again, we are the foodie city of the South, #1 small city in the South as well too. I love working with these small businesses. I love featuring all the awesome food, the chefs, the mixologists, the cocktails, everything. And so that just adds to the history as well too. I mean, it's amazing walking these beautiful streets while showing you off some of our favorite food and drinks around the whole entire oldest city as well too.
What I think is cool too, we're just doing one of the 6 types of tours that you offer. That's why it's the St. Augustine Experience.
Oh yeah, again, something for everybody. We have our history tour, but we also have great culinary tours for families. Our Sweets and History tour. You get this cute little bag where you fill it up everywhere too. It's like Halloween every single day in our tours. We do our wine cocktail food tour, the #8 tour in the country right now in the USA on TripAdvisor.
That's awesome.
And this is our newest experience there, and we've had so much fun building this tour right now. Oh, it's been a lot of fun. Really excited that you guys are coming on this, and I'm really excited to show this off to the rest of the city and all of Northeast Florida as well.
So if folks do want to sign up though, because I know some of these book up really quickly, how do they get more information?
StAugustinExperiences.com has all of our tours, gift certificates as well too. And we actually put on a special promo code for you guys. Use First Coast to get 10% off of any of our walking culinary tours as well too. Yeah, First Coast.
Thank you so very much.
Of course.
All right, so we're gonna go into stop number 2, right?
Let's do it.
Let's go into stop number 2, and we're gonna do stop number 3, and then we're gonna keep on going. Let's go, keep on going.
Let's go. Let's go.
And welcome to Forgotten Tile. This is one of the most popular restaurants in town, one of our favorite spots. So here we're going to do a flight of different whiskeys. Our first one,
beautiful.
I don't know if I should even tell you what it is. I want you to try it because it's a special one. You're not going to get this anywhere else but here that I know of. I mean, I'm sure it's available somewhere, but you try it, you tell me, and then I will tell you about it.
Ooh, different.
Smells good. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, that is very different.
Very
wow,
different.
That's super different than what we just had.
What's this made out of?
So this is a Mexican whiskey. It's made with purple corn. 100% purple corn from Mexico.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
so
so different.
You know, bourbons have to be at least 51% corn. This is a whiskey, but it's 100% purple corn from Mexico. So.
I like it.
Yeah, one of the most popular ones on the tour. That's why we put it on here.
It's so different.
Yeah, very different.
Crazy. Now, I know that there's food here. They have a full menu. Do we taste different items with different whiskeys, or is this just a good pairing in general?
I went with 3 distinct dishes that will pair well with these whiskeys as well too. Again, the decadent prosciutto over here, these awesome mushroom arancini and the vodka sauce, and the deconstructed artichoke dip as well too. They all blend perfectly with the taste we're about to have, and that's why I want to give you guys the best of everything Forgotten Tonic has to offer.
You are spoiling it.
Yeah. All right, where are we up to now?
Next on the list, we have a Johnny Drum. This is a Willet product. One of my faves because it's a fairly complex one. Now remember at the distillery, what was the highest proof we had there?
120?
120. This is 125.
It is good. And actually, I will say, I think one of them at the distillery seemed stronger than this one.
Remember what we thieved out of the barrel, the first barrel?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. A little bit lower proof than this, but it's still.
That's amazing.
Everything has been so amazing.
That is good, right?
But this isn't the end.
No,
this is not the end. We still got one more for you.
We've got some more for you yet. So.
Whatever will I do?
Well, I would say drink up, but I think we already took care of that.
I think we did.
I got my water.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I don't have any water.
Oh,
how'd that happen? Oh my God! All right.
Well,
you got brown water.
Well, let's finish eating, and then we'll get out of here to the next spot.
Sounds good. Let's do it. All right, Russ, we're at stop number 3. Where are we at?
We are at Mojo's Old City Barbecue.
All
One of
right.
the hottest places in town, as you can see. It's always busy,
It's
always
hot.
fun. Yeah, it's a great place.
We've got a new flight here, so let's
go
start
through
whiskey.
it. All right, so here we got in front of you, you're going to see some names you probably know. We got a Buffalo Trace, Russell's Reserve, Maker's Mark, and a Whistle Pig 10-year. They, all of these, even though you know the name, these are barrel picks that Mojo specifically has here. So
what does that mean?
I can get a Buffalo Trace anywhere, right? But I can't get this Buffalo Trace anywhere over here because it's one of their barrel picks here. So when you come here on this tour, you get nothing but barrel picks from this place.
I love that. Even if you're not on the tour?
No.
Okay. You have to take the tour, y'all.
All right, so let's try the first one.
Cheers.
First one, Buffalo Trace. Everybody's favorite Buffalo Trace, right?
It's good. It's easy drinking.
And it does not just
For you.
For you. No, it's
like it tastes good,
Well,
but it
Jordan,
gets me down.
that's why we have this for you here.
We also brought some
I love that we have food involved.
We brought
here.
some food for you.
Talk about
so
food pairing.
What do you think would go well with this one then?
I think you should give a nice forkful of that burnt ends right there.
Oh, grab a
Pair
burnt
with
end.
that,
Yes.
Dude, those are so good. I'm gonna have one too.
Yeah. I'll definitely take one.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, why not, right? We're gonna. We'll leave the fork for the fancy stuff.
It just makes you want to go.
Things that make you go.
And it makes you want to drink more bourbon as well too after you take a bite.
It's really true.
With Maker's Mark. Yeah, just a classic Maker's Mark, but it's the barrel pick. Now, I will tell you, I have never met a Maker's Mark I don't love.
Cheers.
Exclusive.
Cheers.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, that's a little smoother.
A Maker's is always
That's a
smooth,
little
right?
smoother. I can handle that a little better.
All right, the final taste of the day, the Whistle Pig 10-year.
Okay. Let's finish strong. You ready to
All
finish
right,
strong?
we got this 10-year Whistle Pig.
Whistle Pig 10-year. Yeah, that's a good one. Color choice.
Wow.
Maker's Mark was my favorite.
Yeah, that one's a little, you know what that is? That's almost, you remember the ryes that we had earlier, right? A little bit more of a rye.
Like, the Maker's Mark is the smoothest, but the Whistle Pig is by far the most interesting.
The big thing is, you know, you either like it or you don't like it. And that's the best thing about it, whether it's bourbon, wine, beer, but especially bourbon, yeah.
Well, and what's really cool about this tour is like, I'm not as much of a connoisseur as maybe David here, but like, it's really nice to get to know the differences. And there are some that I really, really liked, and there's some that I'm like, it's not bad, but it's just not for me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and you learn that. And I think that's really cool too, that you not just get that, you get the food and you get the history.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You guys are doing a great job.
Yeah.
This was so cool.
Yeah, the bourbon, the community, the food, everything. It's a nice mix over here, and we're happy you guys can join us on this
Yes, thank you
tour
so
as
much.
well,
And
too.
before we go,
Oh no, you guys got to keep eating all this stuff as well too.
Onion rings the
Give
size of your
us
head.
onion rings. Hey guys, if you want to watch this segment again or others like it, make sure that you head over to First Coast News Plus.
Thank you again.
The Herald promise to me is that you value the client as a person, not just about the value of their case or what their case can bring in for us to expand to different offices or grow larger.
You think it goes without saying, but the truth is you don't hear another lawyer on another commercial saying, we'll cut our fee. We say that, we mean it, and our reputation is that we will do exactly that when necessary to make sure that the client gets more from their case than we do.
Have you ever wondered if a door could be more? More beautiful, more secure, more reliable. Simply put, a better door. Get more than just a door. Get an Ensemble entry door, the perfect complement to our acclaimed custom replacement windows. Both thoughtfully engineered and exclusively from Renewal by Andersen. For a limited time, enjoy special savings on our acclaimed replacement windows and our all-new Ensemble entry doors.
I'm Dr. Michael Spencer at Riverside Dental and Implant Center. Thank you for giving me a moment of your time. I just want to say how proud I am of our team for their devotion to making your lives better for more than 40 years now. Because solving your teeth problems is the only reason why we're here. Implants or whatever it is, we can help. Call us at 1-800-NEW-TEETH for a free consultation, and you'll find out how we really do care. Thank you.
Attention, if you currently use a hydrophilic intermittent catheter, please listen up. Starting in 2026, new changes are in effect. To keep receiving the catheter you currently rely on, you need an updated prescription. Changes like this can bring up questions. That's why Coloplast is making life easier with a free guide for any catheter user that takes you through the process. Visit keepyourcatheter.com or call now to receive your free guide by email and learn how to update your prescription today. Call now or visit keepyourcatheter.com keepyourcatheter.com. That's keepyourcatheter.com. It just takes a couple minutes and means no changes to your catheter of choice. Visit keepyourcatheter.com, keepyourcatheter.com, or call today, 833-679-0799, 833-679-0799. Coloplast shares this as general guidance and not as legal or health advice. Insurance rules vary and change. Talk to your healthcare provider about treatment options and your supplier for billing questions.
I know you didn't. Talk!
I'm innocent.
Got the wrong guy. It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Okay, it was me. I did it.
Bringing an owl to an interrogation? That's a power move.
Every time.
Yeah. Hiring America's largest injury law firm for your injury? That's also a power move. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
I know a lot of our viewers see Plexiderm either on social media or TV, and it promises to help shrink your under-eye bags and wrinkles from view. But if you haven't tried it, get ready to be amazed, because today I brought Scott DeFalco on the show to show us how Plexiderm can help reverse the visible signs of aging in 10 minutes. Scott, I love the sound of it. Thanks for joining us again.
Yeah, doesn't that sound great? And it really works, Jordan. That's the amazing thing about it. So let's just jump right into the before and after pictures, because that's really what people want to see. So what you're looking at right now are real people with real problems getting real results. And with Plexiderm, all you're going to do is put it on a clean, dry face, Jordan, and you're going to wait 10 minutes, and you're going to see the results you're seeing on your screen. And it covers all the problem areas of our face, not just the three-dimensional under-eye bags, which really made Plexiderm famous 8 years ago when we launched it, but also the forehead lines, the crow's feet, and those pesky laugh lines we can get around our mouth as we age.
Definitely. And I can't believe it's been 8 years. Wow. And of course, I love, like you were saying, we love to see those before and after pictures and videos, and the fact that it only takes 10 minutes with no doctor visits, and it's really just a topical serum.
Yeah, that's it. Just a topical serum. In fact, that's why men make up a big part of our customer fan base and why they love it so much, because most men don't wear makeup, and the serum goes on clear, so there's no chalky white residue, so us men can look good without letting other people know we're trying to look good. And speaking of looking good, I brought this time-lapse video. Now, I mentioned the under-eye bags earlier because that's really what made Plexiderm famous, dealing with the puffiness under the eyes and the dark circles. So we had Samantha come to us, and Samantha, Jordan, she's only in her 30s, and she came to us and said, man, I've been dealing with this issue for years. People are always thinking, I haven't gotten enough sleep, or maybe they think I'm older than I am, and I just want to get rid of these. So we gave her the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. We said, Samantha, come on in. We're going to put this on, and we're going to show you what it can do for you. So we have this time-lapse video. We sped it up to 20 seconds, Jordan, but in real time, it was only a minute and a half. Look at the results. Incredible. And you can imagine how she felt when she looked in the mirror after. Problem solved for Samantha.
Oh my gosh, definitely. It's absolutely amazing, and I do like that it kind of really is for all ages. We all have little things that we see in the mirror that we want to fix, whether we're 18 or 80 or whatever. So I think that it's really cool, and also the fact that you guys actually have done studies on Plexiderm.
Yeah, we have. And I'm glad you brought that up. I want to touch on that real quick, Jordan, about the age thing, because people think that this is only for maybe men and women over the age of 40 or 50. That is not true. I mean, the key signs of aging can happen to us at any age. So our customer fan base ranges from 20s all the way up to the 80s, like you said. And so with the studies we did, we saw an 80% reduction in the under eye bags, 85%, believe it or not, Jordan, with the forehead lines and the crow's feet, 74% with the laugh lines around your mouth. And I want to stress, this is topical. No painful injections or expensive doctor visits. And the results are quick and also long-lasting, Jordan. You're going to get up to 10 hours with the results, which is a whole work day, maybe even a special event at night. And the reason for that, and women will appreciate this because they're the most educated consumers, is because of our ingredients. Okay, so we derive silicates from shale clay, but we also added peptides and collagen to our new serum. So with peptides, we're giving you moisture in your skin. We're bringing that to the surface. And with collagen, as pretty much every lady knows, that is for the firmness. So that's why Plexiderm has been so popular and so successful. It's because of those ingredients. That's why it works quick and lasts long.
Yes, I think it's fabulous. And I heard you have a great trial offer for our viewers because you want everyone with under eye bags and wrinkles to give this a try, right?
Yes, we're making it affordable for everyone. So this is the Plexiderm 6 application trial pack. I'm holding it in my hands right here. You can see the 6 applications. So this is only $14.95, Jordan, plus free shipping. The only way to get that deal is to call the 1-800 number. It's right there on your screen. That's 1-800-923-8893. You can also scan the QR code or go to plexidermtrial.com. So 3 easy ways to look 10 to 20 years younger and as good as Samantha.
Hey, I like the sound of that, and you can just use it every day if you want or for special occasions. That's also what I like about it. And I mean, because skincare, of course, can get so expensive, and so can the needle if you go to see, a doctor. But I like that this could just be like in our little arsenal at home. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Great to be with you, Jordan.
You too, and everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus. We all use roads, whether as drivers or passengers, and passengers can play a role in speaking up when a driver is driving dangerously. The founder of Guido Memorial Foundation, Tammy Guido McGee, joins me now with more. It is so important. We hear the term backseat driver, and sometimes we can get frustrated with folks in the car with us, but sometimes it's essential, right, to bring up issues that you might be seeing your driver doing while they're on the road. So first of all, thank you so much for joining us, and talk about National Passenger Safety Week. Just kind of went through that, but this is something we should be thinking about all year long, right?
Well, exactly. Passenger safety isn't a 1 week a year thing. This is not a one and done. We want everybody to practice being a good passenger all year long. And what that means is being courageous enough to speak up, because literally the driver has your life in their hands. So why would you not want to speak up? We want you to know that you deserve to arrive alive every time you're behind the wheel. And so sometimes it does require you to intervene, but it doesn't have to be argumentative. It can be fun and enlightening. And hey, let me be your DJ today. I'm going to take care of the music. And hey, give me your phone. Oh, I'm going to put some emojis in those texts for you. Anything that we can think about to help keep that driver focused 100% on the road.
I think that's I love what you just said there too about let the passenger take control of the music, let them, if you need to send a text, let them do it for you. So what are some of the most common causes of traffic crashes?
Very alarmingly, people don't realize that too many people in the vehicle is one of the leading causes of crashes, especially for teenagers. And if you think about it, they're just having fun. They're talking and having a great time. And did you see that play at the game last night? And oh, I like your dress and your nails. And it's innocent fun. But what we don't realize is how dangerous that can be behind the wheel, because our driver is not paying attention. And of course, we know about cell phones and not drinking and drugging and driving, but really being able to limit the number of passengers in your vehicle is very crucial, especially to our new young drivers.
All right, well, let's get the parents involved in this. How can parents keep their teens safe on the road?
Well, parents, really what we want you to do is parent. We don't want you to be their friend. You can be their friend in the 30s when they make it there. We want you to parent. We want you to go to ConorGuido.com and use our tragedy as a way to talk to your teens about the real life implications about driving. And it's so cliche because we're just driving. It's no big deal. It's something we do every day and we take it for granted, when really what we need to do is understand that you're driving a lethal weapon. And that's what it is. It's a lethal weapon. It has the ability to maim and kill. And we have to be respectful of that. We've got to sit down at the table, have those difficult conversations, take the phone away and remind them you're paying the bill. You are in charge. They are not in charge. And the things that you're doing for them now is to make sure they get to live their life.
Yes, and we may be thinking, okay, well, I'm doing all the right things, but you got to think of all the people around you. Are they doing the right things? You need to stay alert so that you can be mindful of what's going on around you. So you said head to your website. Tell us that website one more time, and what can we learn on that website?
So if you go to ConorGuido.com, it'll tell you about our tragedy, which was 100% preventable. 3 teenagers lost their life, which didn't need to happen. You can go to the National Road Safety Foundation. We save lives. Lots of our partners and organizations, we've done all the work for you. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. We want you to go there, use our videos and our platforms and the examples that we have for you to have those candid conversations. Go to Impact Teen Drivers. There's just a ton of resources available for parents, but most importantly, please parent. That's what we want you to do.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today and to talk about this important topic. And I am sorry for your loss and for anyone who has dealt with a tragedy like this on the road, something that is so preventable. But I think that what you're doing is great, is getting the word out there and making sure everybody else knows what to do. So thank you again for joining us.
Well, thank you. And just remember, you have the right to arrive alive. So please speak up, use that voice, and don't be another statistic and just another number on our roadways, please.
Such a good point. Everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.
In Florida, warm winters aren't rare, but 50% off Tommy Bahama, Lexington, and even more premium brands is. It's Bear's Warm Winter Savings Event. Enjoy our lowest prices of the year on the brands you love, the resort style you want, the quality you trust, at savings you don't see every day. With flexible financing and complimentary design services, creating your oasis has never been easier. Bears always hits home.
They have been the best in the world. Is this the gold medal run?
And this game underway.
So strong, so efficient. Here comes Diaz. She's got so much strength and power.
Everybody up on her seat.
There's that physicality we're talking about.
The Milan Cortina Olympics, brought to you on WTLV by Shark Coatings, your floor coating experts.
If you're facing cancer, there's a place that was designed around you.
Nice to meet you.
It's where some of the country's leading cancer research can become advanced treatments. It's for learning all you can and knowing all your options. It's for facing uncertainty with a feeling of calm and for never being alone in your journey. It's Baptist MD Anderson Cancer Center in Jacksonville. It's everything you need to take on cancer.
All right, sales, you cover follow-up. Service, all changes, your zone. Finance, stay tight on those approvals. No one, I mean no one, gets through without great care. Y'all got me?
Yes, Coach.
Now go out there and stick with your customers.
Ready, ready.
From game plan to great service, Butler Toyota Jacksonville sticks with you.
I slipped. They rushed me to the hospital, to the emergency trauma unit.
I fell. I was in a lot of pain. The MRI showed that I actually had a torn ACL and meniscus.
I applied for disability. They denied me. I ended up calling Morgan & Morgan, and they took my case.
They ended up getting me 20 times more than what they offered.
My check came in. It was the most zeros I'd ever seen. I was so shocked.
100%. You guys are for the people.
All right, that's going to do it for us today. But remember, if you missed any of our segments, you can catch First Coast Living again at 2 p.m. on FCN Plus. Just download the app on your television like you do all the other cool apps.
Yes, that's right. And it's free. Okay, so today was so much fun. But tomorrow, David, Paranormal Cirque. Remember, I did a couple live shots with them, so it's almost like a mix of like a Cirque du Soleil style show with creepiness. Whoa. Yes, so they're actually coming into our studio now that it's all renovated and they have more space in here, like Ringling did.
Cool.
We're gonna see some cool acts from them, and it's a little bit creepy. So they'll be performing in studio. And then yesterday, I got to interview Steve Lemmy of Super Troopers, Tacoma FD, Beer Fest. Yeah. He is gonna be part of the Florida Man Games this year. That's so cool. As well as Kevin Heffernan, Farva from Super Troopers.
Really? Farva's gonna be there too?
They're really close friends. So they're both going to be there, and I got to interview him on Zoom yesterday, Steve. And
I saw the picture. She was geeking out.
Amazing.
It was so cool.
Yeah, he was really cool. So stay tuned for that as well. And Anne Roy is back. She's got some wellness gifts and self-care because that's so important.
Yeah, and then what? Is it fun First Coast Kids?
Yeah, they're here every Friday. We love them.
I'll be feeding Justin some
what are you going to be
sausages.
making? Okay. You guys love to do that.
Tune in to see me feed him a sausage.
Well, thank you
Stick
so
around.
much for
Classy
joining
Clark's
us.
got your news next.
Have a